Okay. I have a Seder. I try to keep it almost every day. In the Sefer Beis Yaakov. The Beis Yaakov was the second Ishbitzer Rebbe. And these people were very, very deep. And it's not, even though it goes on the parshas of Chumash, it's not so much it's a sefer you have to learn ala seder. You have to just go learn it straight, even if it's not the parsha.
By the way, Rabbi Kaplan, by the way, just to say what your eights are right now is the eights of Rabbi Nachman of Breslov. He said,
"Oh yeah,
yeah. Don't learn all these kedushas Levi. Start at the beginning and go straight through. It's not a thing you learn on the parsha." Yesh lecha chaver.
Farm on the Chumash.
Yeah. Yesh lecha chaver.
Oh, so I made a seder in the Ishbitz in the Beis Yaakov, and I'm holding in Parshas Mishpatim, and I'm very inspired from the Beis Yaakov in general. And I can't say I understand everything he says, but I just read through, and I come across many times something that's very, very deep and very, very inspiring. And I wanted to talk about the piece I was learning these days. And interesting enough that somebody came up to me today and started discussing with me Chaim Volozhner in Shar Gimel of the Nefesh HaChaim, Perek Yud Beis, and the ideas are very close to what I was learning in the Beis Yaakov. The Beis Yaakov is in Parshas Mishpatim, in the Maimar Yud Aleph, which talks about Evet Ivrim, and he talks about Hester Punim. He talks about Hashem hiding himself, and he talks about the chet of the Eitz HaDaas. And he says like this. Let's start with the Gemara in Yuma, Daf Lamed Tes Amud Aleph, in the end of the third parak. The Gemara says, Aveira metamtemes libo shel odom. It stops up the heart of a person. He becomes metumtem. I would say that means that he loses his feeling for holiness. Like, let's say, for example, it comes certain times in a person's life when you're mitragesh, you get emotional, you feel holiness. Let's say when the beginning of Shabbos, Friday night, and you say, let's say I always feel that when you daven in a shul of Nusach Sfarad and they say ki gavna and they say v'kulon misatrin b'nishmosin chadatin, it's or b'roza de'echad chod lekovel chod. In this world should be achdus just like in the world above. It's very inspiring, very emotional, these words. And other things, or Maftir Yonah, let's say, when you get to the Tefillah of Yonah and Novin, Karosim mitzora li al Hashem ve'aneni mibeten sha'ol shivati, I screamed out from the deepest depths of Gehenna, Shomata kol, it's very meragesh, and metamtem libo shel adam makes he shouldn't have a feeling for holiness. So the Ishbitz says, what does it mean, Aveira is metamtem? Now, when we see this Chazal, we understand Pashtus, that Aveira has in it a poison, and it makes his heart stopped up, which is true. The Ishbitz explains what is the poison that the Aveira has in it. He says the poison is that when a person does an Aveira, he gets a feeling that there's a place where Hashem is not there. I just now talked a Lashon Hara, let's say. B'shas the person talks to Lashon Hara, it's an Aveira. So the Aveira has in it this feeling there's a place where you can cut yourself off from Hashem. You could for a few minutes do something against Hashem's will, and it's as if He's not here now. That feeling, a person gets that feeling. And if it would have been possible, now it's not, it's impossible, but if it would have been possible that a person should do an Aveira and not take his mind off of Hashem, and he should believe that he does not get cut off from Hashem for 1 minute, that means he should be in full dveikus, that he's still connected even after Aveira. So it could be the Aveira would not be metamtim him. The Aveira would be an Aveira, maybe he'll get punished. But the Tintum, the influence that the Aveira has, the darkness that the Aveira puts into the person, that wouldn't be. But it can't happen now. Now that we're holding after the Chet Eitz Hadas, that can't happen. It says the Pasuk says, Vayedu ki eiru mimayim. After they ate from the Eitz Hadas, they saw that they were naked. Says the Chazal in the Medrash, they saw that they had one mitzvah and it was taken away from Nis'artalu Eimenu. They became naked from that mitzvah. That means that, and Hashem said to them, Mi higid l'cho ki eiru moto. Who told you? Is it because you ate from the Eitz Hadas? That means to say, when they said to Hashem, Vo'ira ki eiru manochi v'echove. I mean, we have to get used to the fact that there's a deeper pshat. We can't stay with our childish havana that we learned in Cheder, that other Mauritian. Of course, that's also true, but we have to go deeper than that. Other Mauritians said to Hashem, "V'ira ki eiru manochi v'echove." The eiru manochi is not just in the physical level; it's deeper on all levels, on all deepest levels of the neshama. It's v'ira ki eiru manochi. I saw that the holiness went away from me. I saw that my connection to Hashem was cut off. So I had to hide myself. Hashem said to him, who told you such a thing? Where do you see you were cut off? And that was other Mauritians' mistake. Other Mauritians, when Hashem said, Haminu Eitz, imagine when Hashem said to other Mauritians, did you eat from the Eitz Hadas? He should have said,